Welcome to another episode of Grahm Logic, brought to you by the Say What podcast. Hi everybody, I'm talking to you through a piece of glass. Today's Grahm Logic, as you guys know, is all about hygiene, hence the shaving cream that's on my face. We're going to go right in with question 1 about shaving. Here we go. Julian from Michigan writes, shaving the pubes, shave or no shave? Wax? Nair? What really gets the ladies' hearts beating? I'm 36 now, but I always thought my wife might enjoy it if I shave my old high school number into my pubic region. Should I do that, or maybe live the free life and let that shit grow and flow like the mane of a lion? Personally, Julian, I really don't know what you should do. Depends on what number you had in high school, I guess is my first question for you. If you had a number like 5, that's dumb. If you had a number like 69, which is the classic go-to, of course do that. But what I would do is ask her, man. It's all about a mutual connection. You don't want to do something, that your woman is going to be against. You really want it to be something that she's going to like, she's going to enjoy. Because let's face it, Julian, what we've got going on down there is probably the ugliest thing that's ever been created on the planet. So you really want something that's going to complement your Johnson, Julian. But a mane of a lion, Julian, that's a bit much. I would not do that. Don't do that. The next question comes to us from @AgentSummer1013 on Twitter. She says, how do you style your hair to prevent it from getting frizzy? Well, Agent Summer, my hair doesn't get frizzy. That's because I use this. This is concrete hairspray. It's got to be glued, blasting freeze spray, product placement. In my experience, it is extremely flammable, and I just like to coat the entire head in hairspray. So for you, I would recommend that you just So you get some hairspray, you lock it down, you get some of that spackle from Home Depot, just put that right in there. There's no frizz is gonna happen with your hair. Next question comes to us from Gabe from Hawaii. Gabe asks, wiping, front to back or back to front? Fantastic question. This is a question that people all over the world ask their friends, their family members, what the correct method to do is. And quite frankly, Gabe, I think that the best alternative is to go left to right or right to left. Back to front, you get a lot of problems. Front to back typically is the Western tradition, but I've been going left to right for a while now because I just don't like being a part of these cliche groups. So left to right or right to back is what I would recommend. This next question comes to us from Patrick Moody of Tacoma, Washington, who says, this is a bit of a bizarre question, but I've been dating this girl and she uses my toothbrush in the mornings after she stays over, and it's completely grossing me out. I told her not to use it, but she doesn't see the big deal, and she just wants to bring her own toothbrush when she stays over. Am I crazy to think that this is disgusting? Well, let me tell you a couple things. 1, you're in a relationship. Your whole relationship is founded off of sharing things. This is just one of those things. Do you think she likes sitting on the same toilet that you sit on? No, of course not. But you know what? She does it anyway. Now, if it's a toothbrush and it's just going in your mouth, the thing cleans anyway. It's just clean when you wash it in toothpaste. I mean, that's the whole point, to clean. So, personally, I don't think you should be making that big of a deal about it. However, if she's doing it out of spite to you, then I would use her stuff and see how she likes it. Like her underwear or her pants. Because it's just sharing and it shouldn't gross her out. So, start wearing her stuff and she should be able to deal with it. Next question comes to us from Sean of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. I've got a question about hygiene. How the do you tell someone they stink? Calm down. I work with a guy who smells like raw onions all the time, and I'm pretty sure he has no idea. he's a close talker too, so when he needs to tell you something, he comes right up to you and wafts his BO toward you. Fantastic word choice there, Sean. He's an older, bigger guy, so I'm scared to tell him he stinks. How do me and my other co-workers let him know? Sean, let me tell you something. This is a common problem in the workplace. There's people who work night and day, and they don't have the time to shower. They don't have the time to buy nice cologne or deodorant. They go in, they work, they leave. So, what I would do is resort to a few methods. One, buy yourself some nice cologne. Here I have just some cologne that I found. And if you just like get a little one of those fans and just aim it at him when he's not looking and just squirt a little few in there and it'll blow right into him. I would also recommend just shoving some toilet paper in your nose, little vapor rub on your upper lip. He definitely sounds like he smells bad. And if honestly nothing else works, just tell your supervisor, get the guy out of there. There's plenty of room for people in like factories that smell bad, I guess. I don't know. Or just tell the guy, like, dude, you f***ing reek. Next question, thank you. This next question comes to us from Eric from Herndon, Georgia. GA, I don't know, I didn't take that class. Does Herbal Essences shampoo really give girls orgasms like it does in the commercials? Asking for a friend. I would say no. Most shampoo just gives most people dry scalps, and if it gets in your eyes, burns your eyes. No, Herbal Essences doesn't just give women orgasms. So let your friend know that that's not the case, and to stop pouring shampoo on his girlfriend. Yeah. This next one comes to us from Delvin from Jacksonville, Florida. The only advice you should be giving about Q-tips is not to use them. Now, in the last episode of the podcast, when we introduced this theme, I mentioned Q-tips could be one of the questions. So this is what Delvin is referring to. Cleaning your ears with Q-tips can actually increase wax buildup, and the wax may even push up against your eardrum and cause hearing loss. In some cases, permanent ear damage has been caused by Q-tips. They seem harmless, but they're not. Now that you have this info, Grahm, what other safe practices would you suggest your subscribers adopt to when it comes to cleaning their ears? Well, Delvin, thank you for your question. I've got some Q-tips right here, and while I try and provide some alternative safe options for cleaning your ears to our listeners, I'm just going to clean my ears, hope you don't mind. What I like to do is when I use Q-tips is I like to just very, very gingerly wet the ends, because sticking like raw cotton in your ears, obviously that's a problem. Little wetness on there will clean them, and I just shove them deep into my ears like so, and leave them to soak up the wax. Now, what I would do, Delvin, to clean your ears is perhaps just get a rag. Get a rag, wet the ends with a little water, and just like suction into your ear a little bit. If that also doesn't work out for you, I would get a vacuum cleaner. Shove that right in your ear for 5-10 minutes. Let it suck out the wax. That will totally help clean out any gunk in there, anything you have. Or you could just be a normal f***ing person and buy the damn Q-tips and clean your ears like everyone on the earth does. Are you a doctor, Delvin? Do you have a medical degree in earology to say this? I don't care. I will put these in my ear until I die. And even if I die from these, I'd rather die from these, because no one else on earth uses these Q-tips for any other purpose. Stick them in your ear, clean your ears with Q-tips. You heard it here. Don't stop till you drop of Q-tip death. How's it going, everybody? I decided for this last question that I would really bring things down, It's very rare today that we all take some time to ourselves to, unwind. For this last question, I decided to hop in the tub, really enjoy things. This last question comes to us from Tom from New England. Do people with dreadlocks know that they smell like a dead person with poo in their pants? Take a bath, hippie. People really need to take a bath. There's a lot of problems
with people today, because people with dreadlocks, what they do is they literally grow their hair out and they don't touch it, they don't shampoo it, they don't wash it, they just let it grow. They just need to take a bath. I totally agree with you. So if you see someone with dreadlocks, just go ahead and just snip that right off. You're doing them a favor, because it smells like if you took a cat's fur, cut it off, and then put it in a blow dryer, and then just like stop the top and just put it on high. Burning hair, it's the worst smell. And I mean, just what's with the hair, hippies? Take a bath, get some candles out, and just relax, mellow out, really just clean yourself up. That concludes this week's Grahm Logic for hygiene. What I would definitely do if I were you is go to the Say What Podcast at saywhatpodcast.com. We're on iTunes and Stitcher and all those other wonderful websites. The Grahm Logics that are themed. So for this week it was hygiene. Next week it could be something different. Tweet me at Graham Kwasnick your ideas, or tweet the Say What Podcast at Say What Pod if you have an idea for a theme. And all the questions that were submitted today are real, so feel free to submit your own. And I'm going to let you guys go do your thing, because I've got at least like 2.5 hours of this bubble bath left. So have a good night, and we'll see you next time on Grahm Logic.